Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. It's great to have you here at Deep Target's Customer Success Webinar for March of 2026. I can't believe it's March already. And I'm super excited always to have my sidekick with me, Helen Tripoli. Good morning, Helen. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great.
Awesome. Awesome. So we have quite a few attending today. We've got a lot of material, and but we think you'll be excited about it. And so we're going to go right into it. So our agenda today is simply, first of all, the focus. We talked about it last month and earlier this year as well. But we're really focusing on this year acquiring new account holders and retaining them as well. I'm going to talk a little bit about Deep Target in the news, review our capabilities, products, and some innovations we have, and we're excited about customer spotlights today. And then finally, a Java Joy winner as usual. So let's get right into it. So first of all, we've talked to a lot of customers recently, and they said their goal this year was a big emphasis on acquiring new members or customers. And what's really important is to understand if you can acquire those profitable account holders. So here's a kind of a shocking statistic. I'm embarrassed that I didn't actually realize this until it came out in a podcast recently that our CEO was in. And it's the statistic that across all FIs, only about 30% of your account holders are actually profitable. So that's a really small number. Helen, weren't you surprised at that as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. So that means the other 70% are either not profitable, hopefully not costing anything, but then a large portion are costing you money. And so we've got to figure out how to turn all of those guys into profitable. There's a relationship between direct and indirect, certainly. But just seeing that statistic was pretty shocking. So falls right in line with what we're trying to do here is acquire and retain profitable account holders. So one of our insights we talked about last week was trying to find the intersection between personal and valuable, meaning care enough to offer timely value. Know what we know you, we're here for you, and here's how we can help. So don't waste their time, present solutions to their current needs. And you can do that with Deep Target because of our targeting capabilities and a whole bunch of other great stuff, which is right here. So how do you engage? So we went through it in greater detail last month, but I just wanted to uh, remind you of all these capabilities. Certainly, you want to target your campaign in many instances, narrow the audience to who would be most interested, prioritize your campaigns, which are the most important campaigns that you're trying to, or new products or service you're trying to present. Make sure you're looking at your ad display time and you're utilizing Spinfluence, that 3D rotation of the ad, which is really engaging. Don't forget about detargeting. Even though they're a part of the audience, if they don't show interest in a period of time, have the system automatically turn that campaign off for a period of time. Then the ever amazing personalization, add that first name or even unique data into the ad in real time, which is really powerful in Deep Target. If you have any questions on how to do that, Helen and her team are ready to show you. It takes just a minute. You'd be very impressed. Keep your ads fresh, update content every 90 days if at all possible. And then finally, make sure you use fun and engaging images. We showed several last week. Um, and think about giveaways and gamification. They really do have an impact. An example here, Gen Z, they want to see these three words most of the time: exclusive, instant, and authentic or meaningful. So, what about something as simple as, "Hi, Jenny, in just 3 minutes, we can help you and a puppy or a kitten. We'll donate $10 to the local animal rescue for any new CD, any new consumer loan, any new auto loan," something like that. That really captures the Gen Z, and hopefully you can keep them long term. Okay, great stuff. Thank you for that. And then deep targeting the news. So this was the podcast I mentioned a minute ago. So Preetha Pulazani, our CEO and founder, actually had an episode with the CU 2.0 podcast and talked about with the podcaster what's going on with credit unions. And it was really insightful and a lot of great conversation. So if you get a chance, please go to this podcast, and it's episode 393, and have a listen to what they talked about. Very timely, and gives you an industry-wide perspective for sure. Okay, perfect. And then this month, you're going to see two emails. You actually see a couple of emails every month from us. And one of them is the ad of the month, ad idea of the month. But the other one is a unique one that came out, and you should have seen it recently. If you haven't, it may be in your spam or junk, whatnot. But it's going to give you a recap of 2025, and it summarizes new accounts opened, engagement clicks, impressions, deposit balances influenced, total loans balances influenced, and total overall impact that digital marketing with Deep Target helped you with. So it's a great way to get a summary and make you understand. And if you feel like something's off, reach out to us. It's we can go through the numbers with you, and we can even discuss ways of how you can improve your engagement and overall results. Okay, good. And then the second email is the new ad idea of the month. And we're going to bring this forward into the webinar each month because you guys may or may not be seeing this, but this is just an ad idea of basically, as you can see, a lot of times it's a 3 or 4 word intro, and with a captivating image and so forth. And not just a call to action that's a little different. Rather than just say, learn more, explore the savings, start saving, start a savings plan, use CD rates. So, a really great way to engage, and we hope this is helpful to you. Okay, Helen, did you want to say anything about our monthly ad idea?
No, we've had some customers reach out to us to, just kind of get some more ideas on this. And, we're kind of listening to you about what's important, going into different quarters. So, if you have any questions about this, just reach out to us at our support team.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay. And then if you guys are doing any conference trips upcoming, we'll be at AFT literally right now. So this week we were there. In fact, it's already gone by, but we were there. If you guys were there, Texas Bankers Association in May. Also in May, MDT is going to be in Detroit, Michigan with their conference as well. So, and throughout the year we'll be at other conferences. Just wanted to let you know we'll be there in case you want to stop by and say hello. Okay. And then we're going to go through our innovations. Many of these we've talked about over the past several months, but I want to keep them in the forefront of your mind. Drip campaigns we released last August. Great way to implement use cases like onboarding, product to application steps, account holder deeper personalization, educational process steps, annual product offers. And I can't say enough. I've used it multiple times. I know you may have seen it before, but what Family Financial did with their HELOC, presenting this first ad for until a click happens, which showed there's some interest, and then how you can use a HELOC for 7 days, and then what's the best time for a HELOC for another 7 days, and then ready for your HELOC a final 7 days, and then it starts over. So a great process. Imagine doing that with a mortgage. Imagine doing that with a CD or whatnot. Just a great way to engage. So awesome work there. Don't forget about drip campaigns. And then our campaign recommendations has caused a lot of interest. It's truly game changing because we actually dive into the data. And this is David Miles, VP of Marketing, Rio Grande CU, saying he really loves it and he likes the AI powered recommendations. And they're really thankful there at Rio Grande about all the innovations we continue to add. So if you've been to your dashboard, you know that this side has been changed to show the campaign recommendations, the AI powered for the top three. And if you click in the recommendations, it'll take you to this general set of recommendations showing you checking. These are new account holder opportunities. So get them onto checking, into credit cards, or all checking, mobile usage, e-statement adoption. And then this, we're going to come back to this heat map on your distribution of your products and services throughout your uh, account holder population. And then the AI-driven campaigns. These are all using our predictive model. So you get an aspect of the reach and the potential for every one of them, which is truly amazing. And to focus on this part of the in-depth review of your account holders, just reminds you of the depth of engagement you already have with them. So, for instance, there's heavy penetration on checking in this example here, but there's others that across the board have a big, and this is all, if you will, contrived data, but areas where you want to execute based on age ranges, certain product or services campaign. Anything else, Helen, to say on this?
No, no,
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So then we've had some questions about the predictive model campaign. And so, Helen, how does the predictive model campaign work?
Yeah, as David said, without as people use this more, I have some questions about, how the back end works or whatever. But just so when you send in your product codes, those are mapped into deep target account types. And every account type, most of these account types do have a trained model associated with them. So it's a one-to-one relationship, except for autos, which includes new and used or grouped together. So every model has particular parameters or looks like a profile of what they look across your account holders. And that way they can, determine which parameters influence somebody has would be the highest propensity for that particular type of account. So that's all built into the train model. So that's the AI part of the background. But when you set up a campaign, part of it is that you're going to select, what account type you're trying to open, but also you're going to give it an age range that you've got there. So what the background does, it goes out, looks at your account holders, and who looks at who has the highest propensity, but it's also going to filter out people uh, who do not match that age range that you've got selected, or for people who already have that particular product. So those would be excluded from that. So of that audience that it takes, it's going to look at the top 40% would be included in that final audience.
Yeah, so it gives a propensity number, let's
Mhm.
say 100%, all the way down to one for every single account holder of yours. And then only the top 40% most likely to engage or be interested in the product is what becomes part of the audience. Okay, great. Thank you, Helen, for that. That's perfect. Okay. All right, so let's talk about deep target a little bit more. We've talked about our products and so forth, but there's other aspects. So we changed our tagline this year because we did a real deep dive, new focus on acquiring new account holders. And what's resulted in that is actually a product that we offer now called Targeted Acquisition Program. We call it TAP, and it's a turnkey, targeted, tailored program designed specifically for each FI, and it's designed around acquiring new, profitable core deposit accounts so you can create great new relationships in your market. So it's actually going to go after non-members, non-customers in your geographic areas that you serve and pick the ones that are the best to go after and then use some very limited direct mail, but using social media to target with advertising to engage them. And it's proven to be very successful. And it's a whole new model from DTarget. It's pay for performance. So you actually don't pay anything up front. You just agree to execute this for a period of time, and you pay when you get a new profitable account holder. So it's an amazing new pricing model. So we've already got quite a few of you guys have already signed up. If you're interested in learning more, we'd love to take a deep dive with you on it. So just let us know. You can email either myself or Helen or support at deeptarget.com. So great new capability. We're really excited about that. Growing your account holder base. Okay. And then second, we focused on retain. So retaining your great, if you will, account holder base is super important. And once you acquire one, it's important to retain them and grow them over the next 120 days. And so we've released a new instructional capability on how to use Deep Target and execute basically a series of engagements, campaigns within the first 120 days so that you can then engage them with the highest probability of it growing. And so we've created this Retain IQ playbook to help you understand ways to go after them and when to go after them and so forth. So we've spent time with a lot of you guys. Some of you have very formal processes that you do over a period of time when you get a new account holder after 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and so forth. Some of you didn't have as, I'll say, strict a schedule and follow up with them. And so this was designed to help all of you guys, give you something to bounce your current processes against, as well as uh, maybe expand your current processes so that you can retain them. So we have this available to you. Let us know. I believe it's on our website. If it's not, we'll make sure it is, or let us know. We'll send you a link when I send the resulting email, a thank you email based on this webinar. Okay. But anyway, so that was several of the new things that we're working on this year, and we're doing some more internal things as well for some new capabilities to come out later this year. So if you have any ideas, anything that you'd like, anything that you have visionary thoughts about, please let us know. Okay, so the last section here is our customer campaign spotlights of the month. So you may not know this, but you could probably think about we have this capability. We can see what are the best performing campaigns for the previous month across all of our customer base. And so that's really exciting. So we're going to periodically dive into that review so that we can show you some that really had dramatic impact. So here's our first one. ClearPath Federal Credit Union released this credit card campaign just in the month of February and received 4,200, over 4,200 unique views and 137 unique clicks, which are leads. So that's a click-through rate of 4.0, which the industry average is somewhere between zero point 0.5 and 1.0. So it's 4+ times the click-through rate. And I want you to look at how they did this. So they did some unique engagement, but notice that their branding is clear. And normally I let Helen talk to this because she's so much more. In fact, Helen, why don't you speak to the branding that's going on here, if you don't mind?
Well, first off, it matches their color scheme and everything for their branding. But what's really
Exactly.
nice here is it's very explicit about what they're trying to do. It's like help you to rebuild your credit. So this is something that's top of mind for a lot of people. And then they've got their QR code out there. You
That's
can
right.
apply different ways, but it was just an engaging ad. The image was nice, the layout was nice, and it did match their branding. So it
That's
was.
right. Perfect. Well, and it's also the three words. We've talked about it for quite some time. You only have really 2 seconds to engage each one of your uh, account holders when they're using your online tools. And the first, basically, half second is the image, and the next 1.5 seconds is the words. And so if you see the two happy people looking into the laptop, that's 1/2 second. And of course, you always want to show your people smiling and then invest in you. So that invest in you is an engaging phrase. It says, okay, how am I investing in me? So, and then it goes right into a little more detail. So that's great and great use of the whole. concept as well. So hats off. Big round of applause for ClearPath. And our next one is Saco Valley Credit Union. Using this ad, 3655 unique views. This is for basically a dream home. So it's a mortgage, and they received 126 unique clicks in the month of February, which is great set of leads. You want to certainly follow up on those. So it's a 3.5 click-through rate. And it's very simple. Your dream home is closer than you think. And then a nice simple image with a door opening with a key. Find your home loan. So really simple and straightforward, and can be very engaging, certainly with those interested in mortgage. So Helen, you had a comment about um, where Saco Valley is located, and
Yeah,
yeah,
I thought this was an incredible click-through rate, particularly in a cold area, particularly this winter in the Northeast. So this
yeah.
was, a lot of mortgage interest in the Northeast. So
That's right. That's right. Good, good. Okay. And then our last one is actually TrueCore Federal Credit Union. They have a great turn your high interest into high savings. So it's all about transfer your balances of your what other loans or products or credit cards you have. Uh, Almost 6,000 unique views in the month of February, 193 unique clicks, great set of leads, a 3.2 click-through rate, great image. Can't help but look at it because it's exciting. And then high savings, turn your high interest into high saving, 0%. All of that great engagement makes you think, makes you look, and you got to want to click through and find out more about it. So, way to go. All three of our FIs here that did a great job, and we look forward to seeing more and showing more coming up. So, thanks
And
to,
David, I want to mention too that, we're just highlighting three of our customers here, but
that's
we
right.
had a number of
Oh, yeah.
customers who had a 3.0 or better
Oh, yeah.
click-through rate in the month of February. So we're just highlighting just a few here.
That's right. So, great point, Helen. So there were dozens of you guys that had, and many of you had multiple campaigns that were getting great click-through rates. We just wanted to pull out just a few that we thought were particularly stunning and engaging. So good, good. All right. So don't forget, Deep Target has managed services. We have over 40 of you guys right now that use us to run the system for you. Let our experts run it for you and do that engagement. And we are the leader in AI data analytics and driving loan deposit growth and new core deposits. So you can rest assured that this is all we spend our time on is helping you guys grow um, your FI and grow your engagement and do better helping all of your account holders. Okay. So time for Java Joy, Helen.
I'll see who's on. Okay, today's winner is Aaron Chan.
Way to go, Aaron. So great to have you here, Aaron. Watch for an e-gift card coming from you from Starbucks here shortly. We really appreciate everybody being here today. We wish you the best of all. We hope it's warm or getting warm where you are so that you're beginning to see that spring burst of color through flowers. So thank you, Helen, for being here. You guys have a great day, great month, and we'll see you next month in April. Thank you so much.